What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to repair some rock chips that you may get on your paint from normal highway driving. I got this little paint pen here, little touch-up paint pen from Honda. Actually got it through eBay because it was a bit cheaper than going from the dealer, but you can get it at the dealer as well. If you want to kind of get it in a hurry, because I think if they don't have it in stock, they usually can get it within a day or two. I had to wait almost a week for this. So if you need it quick, then obviously go to the dealer. It was like an extra $5 more than I found it on eBay, so it's not too bad. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys how to use this because I got a couple of chips in the car. I've had the car for a while now, and I got a couple right here on the roof, one there, and one over here. And as you can see, these have actually rusted because they've got all the rain and sun and everything beating on it since it is the roof. So I got those I gotta fix. I've got a couple on the fender here. I got one right there, it'll focus. And I got two more right here. I've got a pretty good one here too on the fender. So I gotta fix that. And I have some back here on the rear door. Got one right there. And I've got another one up here. So I gotta try to get all those fixed up and get the car basically looking new again. I've got here with me some sandpaper, which you're gonna want if you're gonna do this yourself. I got me a couple different grits, some high grit ones, because you don't want any deep scratching. This is gonna be basically for sanding out, kind of for here, especially to get the rust off of it and try to smooth this out a bit. And then before we throw some paint on there, then you're gonna want it again later afterwards, a higher grit after the paint is applied, so you can basically wet sand it to smooth it all out and make it all nice. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started on this and show you guys how I do that. Alright, so sorry if it's windy, noisy a lot on the camera. It's pretty windy out today, so sorry about that. Try to do my best to speak up and so you guys can hear me. But right here I got my first piece. This is the 1000 grit, which is basically the roughest one I've got right now out of the pack. So I'm gonna use that to try to get this down as much as I can, just kind of rub it up a little bit. You want to use a small piece because you don't want to go like all over the car. You want to try to basically stay within the chip here. You don't want to go too far out because that just creates more work for you later. So I'm gonna try to stay in here within the chip and see how it goes. Fold the sandpaper, get it to like a point. Let me see if this helps. This is supposed to help also. This tip of the pen is supposed to help out too with the rust as well and anything that might be in there. So let's see how good this works. Alright, so it looks like the rust is a lot deeper than I thought it was. Guess it's been here for too long. Some of it's coming out, so it's definitely working, but it's either gonna take a while or I'm not gonna be able to get enough of it. I'm just gonna have to paint right over that. Alright, now what I'm gonna do is now that I got it nice and sanded, got as much rust out of there as I could, and I'm gonna just spray it with some rubbing alcohol and contaminate it before the paint. Make sure there's no more loose rust in there or anything. There you go, quick little dab right there. Kind of spread that around. Now after it's there, now you just basically we let that dry, let that fill in. And once it's fully dried and cured, we can go through and do a little bit more light wet sanding with a finer grit. Probably go from the 1000 grit to the 2500, or maybe I'll do the 2000. Do 2000 first, then if it needs a little bit more paint, put a little bit more on it, and then for the final touch I'll do the 2500. Then after that, put some clear on it, because this does bring some clear in here, and then it's just a matter of buffing it out, polishing it up. Alright guys, so I've put a lot of paint on the spots there, so you can see got a nice good buildup on it. You don't want it to be too little, you want it to be, you know, more than what it needs, because when you go later on to do some wet sanding, that's when it'll smooth it out and get a nice even finish, and then you can hit it with the buffer. So there's that, the other rusted part there, got a nice little buildup. Same on the fenders, nice little buildup right there. That one I might put some more in it, because you still see a bit of an indent. Trying to get rid of the hole, not just, you know, paint over it. Front fenders also a good build up there, you can tell right there. So that's what you want a good build up of it. Then, like I said, when you go to wet sand it afterwards, after you let it really nicely sit and dry, little instructions in the little touch-up paint box said just gotta wait about 30 minutes. So a nice little build up on there, and I'm just gonna wait my 30 minutes. Should be nice and cured a little bit there, and then I'll go ahead and do some wet sanding on it, try to get it nice and even. Alright guys, well, just finished sanding it. I found out that the best sanding paper for to finish it off, you know, your last step is the 1000 grit. I tried to use the 2500, but it was a little too thin and it wasn't really taking, you know, smoothing it out that easily. But then I tried it with the 1000 grit and it just perfectly smooth and real easily too. So I got that down right there. Those two spots, the two spots in the front are nice and smooth now. You can't feel them. And same thing with the ones back there, and the ones on the roof really smoothed out a lot. Now all I gotta do is take my rubbing my compound here, got this McGuire's one, and that's basically just gonna take care of the, you know, the fine scratches from the sandpaper, this cloudiness that you see here. You just take this and you rub it on there and start polishing it up. It's best if you have the polishing machine. Obviously it'll be a lot easier and quicker. I don't have one, so I'm gonna have to do this by hand, but yeah, just wipe some of this on there, polish it all up, and then go back after the compound, and I keep calling it polishing, but do the compound first to take care of the fine scratches, and then get a polish, you know, some kind of polish to then go over it one last time to really give it that mirror look again. And I've got some of this stuff here also from McGuire's, some swirl remover, you know, deep gloss cleaner and polish. So this is what I'm going to use after the compound, and it'll basically should make it to where, you know, you can barely tell. You might have to stay, maybe if you stare at it you might be able to see, you know, that it was repaired, but from a distance, like, you know, standing 2 feet apart, you shouldn't be able to tell at all. So I'm gonna get to that, and then we'll see if we can catch it on the camera or not. Hopefully not. Alright guys, so as you can see, actually you can't see. The roof looks brand new again. No more paint chips of rust. Can't see anything. The polishing worked out great. Again, the 1000 grit helped out a lot with getting it nice and smooth. And I'm just gonna clean up this spot, and the front of the fender, but I just want to try to put the camera here and show you guys, you know, how good this stuff works. Actually, that's the polish, the compound up here from McGuire's. Really good stuff, and as you can see, there's clear coat safe. So definitely good stuff. I want to try to put the camera on here and so you guys can see it when I buff it off. Alright, so I got a little bit of the compound on my pad here that I've been using. You can see the swirl mark right there, they're kind of scratched up. So we'll go ahead and throw some of the compound down there. Get it nice and spread out there like that. And then just basically start rubbing it. Try to go in circular motions. It's a good amount of pressure. Bam, there you go. Just like that, it's gone. Now it's all nice and shiny again. And it's gonna get even shinier once I go into using the polisher. Because again, this is just the compound to get the light scratching from the sandpaper out. Now I got the polishing is what'll really make it shine. Well guys, there you go. That's how to fix rock chips on your car. Hopefully I'm able to help you out. You know, if you guys need to do this yourselves, you know, hopefully I give you guys some good tips and you'll have no problem doing it. Until next time, take care and have a great day.